Good morning, everyone. We are Team Red On, and today we would like to present the final result of our company in the Ventura Capitalist Business Simulation. In our previous presentation, we introduced our strategic plan, market positioning, financial projection, and growth expectation. However, as the simulation progressed, actual outcome different from several of our initial projection. Therefore, this presentation will not only discuss our final performance, but also explain the reason behind the gap between our plan strategy and the actual result achieved. Next. First of all, let me introduce our team. Muhammad Dava Maulana as a VP Sales and Manufacturing, Adam Dwi Putra as a VP Marketing, and Fernando Vanga as a CEO, Muhammad Januar Nasruddin as a VP Accounting and Finance, and Reva Priya Ramadhani as a VP Business Analytics. Next. Okay, first, our company profile. Red On was established with the vision of providing innovative and modern bicycles that align with Gen Z lifestyle. Our production were designed to emphasize comfort, functionality, and stylish design while supporting mobility, exploration, and active lifestyle. Next. And this is our vision and mission. Our vision to provide innovative and modern bicycles that align with Gen Z lifestyle, emphasizing comfort, functionality, and stylish design to support work, mobility, exploration, and active, self-expressive way of living. And our mission, first, focus on large, highly competitive segment, focus on smaller, less costly geographic market, build a market position, and defend it. And four, be a fast follower, imitate smart competitive move, and last, be the high service provider in the market. Next. And this our balance scorecard. Looking at our final balance scorecard, Red On achieved a moderate level of performance by the end of quarter 8. Although our company was able to survive, grow, and improve several operational indicators, we did not achieve the leadership position we originally targeted. The primary reason was that our expansion strategy required significant investment in marketing, production capacity, and sales channels. Well, the financial return from those investments took longer than expected to materialize. Next, and this is our cumulative balance scorecard. On this slide, we can see the cumulative balance scorecard, which reflect Red On overall performance across all 8 quarters. Our cumulative total performance score is 2,113, which indicates that the company was able to grow and remain competitive, although it was still below the industry average. Our stronger area were investment in future, with a score of 4,288, and assessment management, with a score of 1,271. This research showed that we invest heavily in long-term growth and utilize our asset effectively. However, our market performance score of 0.1 on N43 and wealth score of 0.331 were below the industry average. This suggests that while we focus on building future capitalists, those investments had not yet fully translated into market share growth and shareholder value by the end of quarter 8. Overall, the scorecard showed the Red On successfully built a strong foundation for future growth, but more time would be needed for this investment to generate their full financial benefit.
Review the marketplace performance. Our financial performance showed significant growth throughout the simulation. The score improvement from negative territory in quarter 3 to a peak of 22.62 in quarter 7, before declining slightly to 18.70 in quarter 8. Initially, we expect a more consistent increase in profitability. However, the company incurred substantial expense related to capacity expansion, advertising, internet marketing, store operational, and workforce development. Next. Market performance. Regarding market performance, our market share remained relatively stable throughout the simulation. Our original expectation was to capture a large portion of the market through aggressive marketing campaign and product development. Next, operational performance. Operational, the company achieved relatively strong results. Manufacturing productivity is increased significantly and it is high level during the middle stage of the simulation. Next, asset management. One of our stronger achievement was asset management. The asset management score increased from Q3 to Q8, indicating that company asset become increasingly productive in generating sales and support operational. Next.
Okay. Next is our marketing strategy. Next. Our marketing strategy focus on increasing brand awareness and generating demand through advertising, internet marketing, and social media activity. Next. The strategy successfully increased total demand and improved brand visibility. However, because competitors were investing heavily in marketing as well, the increase in demand did not translate into the level of market share growth we instantly expected. Therefore, while the marketing strategy achieved its objective of simulation demand, its competitive impact was lower than forecast. Next.
Manufacturing strategy. Our manufacturing strategy was designed to prepare the company for future growth by expanding production capacity ahead of demand. This approach allowed us to avoid major stock out issues and maintain operational flexibility. However, actual demand growth was slower than our capacity expansion. As a result, the company incurred excess capacity costs, which reduced profit margins and negatively affected financial performance during several quarters. This was one of the key reasons why actual results fell short of our original expectation.
Okay, next.
Key feature of manufacturing strategy. This slide highlights the key outcomes of our manufacturing strategy. We expanded production capacity to support future growth, which improved operational capability. However, the company experienced some stock out and excess capacity costs in certain quarters, indicating that actual demand did not always link with production capacity. Overall, our strategy focused on preparing for long-term growth while improving manufacturing efficiency.
Next.
Aspect of sales channel strategy. This slide presents the key aspect of our sales channel strategy, including store operations, web sales centers, sales personnel demand, and dealer expenses. Our objective was to expand customer reach through both physical and online channels, helping increase sales while improving market accessibility. Aspect of
Marketing strategy to improve market coverage with investing in both physical stores and web sales centers. The strategy helped increase customer reach and contribute to revenue growth thought into its simulation. However, opening stores and maintaining sales channels require significant operating expenses, staffing costs, and infrastructure investment. Although this investment strengthened our long-term position, the short-term financial impact was created the antipay. Next. Okay, the slide show the financial impact of our sales channel strategy. Despite fluctuation in cash debt ratio, earning per share, and net income during the expansion phase, the company greatly improved its financial performance and achieved positive earning by Q8. Okay, next. The slide highlights the long-term result of our strategy. Revenue and total asset turnover increased significantly over time, showing business growth and better asset utilization. Although retained earnings remain negative due to heavy investment, profitability improved toward the end of the simulation. Okay, next. Financial strategy. From a financial perspective, our strategy pursues long-term growth rather than immediate profitability. We invested heavily in future capacity, marketing, and distribution network in anticipation of stronger future demand. As a result, the company experienced several quarters of negative earnings. Nevertheless, by Q8, Ride-On success generate a positive net income and positive earnings per share, indicating that our growth strategy was beginning to produce financial benefits. By the 24 key aspects of our financial strategy, confirm profitability, liquidity, the management, operational efficiency, investment activity, and revenue growth. By monitoring this indicator, we were able to evaluate the company financial health and make strategy decisions to support long-term growth and business sustainability. Next.
Okay, next, significant event. This section highlights the major milestone and strategy decision that shape Ride-On development through the simulator. From entering the market to expanding operation and pursuing long-term growth. The milestone. Over 8 quarters, Ride-On progressed from market entry and initial setup to business expansion, venture capital investment, licensing agreement, and revenue growth. Each stage helped strengthen our market positioning and operational capability. The goals or strategy focus on the work and the mountain segment, targeting a large market, operating in a cost-effective and efficient geographic area, build a strong market position, and delivering high-quality service to customers. Pro forma cash flow, balance sheet, income statement. Our cash flow. Our operating cash flow improved over time as revenue increased. However, significant spending on the marketing, production, and expansion activities reduce short-term cash generation. The company invests heavily in production capacity and finance growth through equity funding and bank loans. This investment support expansion but also increase financial commitments. Our balance sheet. The balance sheet showing significant growth in the total asset driven by investment in production capacity. At the same time, retained earnings remain negative due to growth-oriented strategy. Income statement about gross profit and operational profit. Revenue and gross profit increased substantially through the simulation. However, high operating expense from the marketing, R&D, and expansion activities limits profitability in the early quarters. Although the company recorded loss during most of the simulation, financial performance improved significantly toward the end and resulting in positive net income and earnings per share in quarter 8. Tactical plan. The section summarizes the technical decision improvement implemented across each quarter to support our overall business strategy. Technical plan about the marketing. Our marketing plan focused on product development, pricing adjustment, advertising, and digital marketing initiatives to increase demand and strengthen brand awareness. Technical plan about sales and operation. We expand our sales channel, increase production capacity, and adjust workforce levels to support growing market demand and operational efficiently. Tactical plan about productivity and finance. Production, volume, capacity addition, and financial resource were managed carefully to support business growth while maintaining operation stability. Explain of the difference between plan and our reality, but one important question is why did actually result different from our original projections before? There are 5 main reasons. The first is market competition was much more aggressive than we initially anticipated. Second, demand growth occurred more slowly than expected. Well, our investments were made early in a simulation. 3. Significant investment in marketing, production capacity, and sales infrastructure increased costs before generating corresponding returns. 4. Some production capacity remained underutilized, creating increased capacity costs. 5. And finally, our strategy focused on building a strong long-term foundation rather than maximizing short-term profitability. Therefore, the gap between our projection performance and actual performance does not necessarily indicate poor strategic decision. Rather, it reflection the challenges of executing growth strategies in a highly competitive and uncertain market environment. That's all for us. If I have any question,
I have any question?
Okay.
What evidence is there that the company strategy is successful? Thank you.
Okay, first, I will answer question for Favor Selaras Ayu. So our strategy is successful because the company has been able to maintain consistently strong performance from quarter 4 to quarter 8, increase production capacity, maintain low stock out rates, and increase product competitive through technological innovation. Thank you.
I have question for right on.
Okay.
Why is the total performance score only 2,130 despite strong investment and asset management? Thank you.
Okay. The main reason is that our investment strategy was heavily focused on long-term growth, will we achieve strong score in investment in future and asset management? This investment required time to generate returns since the simulation end in quarter 8. Many of the expected benefit had not yet been fully reflected in market performance, profitability, and shareholder wealth. As a result, our cumulative total performance remained relatively low despite strong investment indicator. Thank you. So is there any question again? Okay, if there not question again, this from our team right on. Thank you.